The Australian Farm Institute is holding Harvesting the Benefits of Digital Agriculture Conference on the 15th and 16th of June at the Crown Promenade in Melbourne. We're delighted to have Ron Meeusen from Cultivian Sandbox in the US as one of our international speakers. Ron, welcome. And could you tell us a little bit about Cultivian Sandbox? What is it and what does it do?
Happy to, thank you. Cultivian Sandbox was formed by my partner and myself 10 years ago when we discovered that in the United States there were 750 private venture capital funds all chasing new technologies and not a single one that focused on agricultural technology. It seemed absurd. So I left Dow Chemical, where I was running agricultural biotechnology R&D, and I locked arms with a very savvy venture capitalist, and we set out to raise a venture capital fund that didn't invest in healthcare and wasn't looking for the next cure for cancer and wasn't looking for the next social media app, but would just work on funding innovations in food and agriculture. So that was the origin of Cultivian Sandbox. We are today have about $150 million under management. We're just finishing our second fund. We've made 22 investments. One actually we found in Australia, another is in Germany, a number are in Canada, but most are in North America. So we invest in technology plays, not so much brand or direct to consumer, but technology plays in crop and animal production, in water, in food and food safety, food logistics, processing, and in renewable materials that can be made from agricultural streams. So those are the 5 categories we invest in.
Agriculture is a really hot investment sector, obviously, as you know. You've identified that and working in it. What are you hoping to see in Australia when you come here, apart from our conference, obviously?
Well, as I mentioned before, we started small. We had a $34 million fund that just focused in North America. Our second fund was $115 million, and we could do up to 20% of our investments outside of North America. As I said, we've got one in Germany, et cetera. Ultimately, we're raising our next fund now. Ultimately, we want to get to be active globally. And as we look at the globe, the areas that produce innovations for agriculture are North America, areas in Western Europe, like Netherlands, Wageningen University in particular. Israel punches above its weight, and Australia. Those are the, if you cover those areas, we figure 80–90% of the new innovations are generated in those regions. So far, we're active in Israel and Western Europe, North America. Australia is next on our list. We need to get connected. We need to get to know the local investors, the local accelerators, the local universities, and the local investors that we could co-invest with. So we're there basically scouting and preparing the ground to be active in Australia, investing in agricultural innovations.
Perfect. Sounds wonderful. If you want to come and see Ron and hear more about what he's got to say, please register at the Australian Farm Institute website, www.farminstitute.org.au, and we'll see you in Melbourne in June. Thanks, Ron, and looking forward to hear you talk.
Thank you.